Hello everyone, welcome to your PUC second year Solve Preparatory Examination 2002 for Biology question paper. Here it starts from part A. The main first bit is select the correct alternative from the choice given below. And the first question is here. Identify the wrong statement regarding post-fertilization development. And the options are A. The ovary wall develops into pericarp. B. The outer integument of ovule develops into tegmen. C. The fusion of nucleus, triple fusion, develops into endosperm. D. The ovule develops into seed, and the answer is B. The outer integument of ovule develops into tegmen. Second question, even in the absence of pollinating agent, seed sitting is assured in A. Camelina, B. Zostera, C. Saliva, D. Fig, and the answer is A. Camelina. Here is the third question. An embryo with 8 to 16 blastomeres is called. Options are A. Blastocyst, B. Trophoblast, C. Morula, D. Zygote, and the answer is C. Morula. Fourth question. Medical termination of pregnancy was legalized in India in. Options are A. 1971, B. 1975, C. 1967, D. 1961, and the answer is C. 1965. Fifth question is, which of the following is non-medicated intrauterine devices? Options are A. CUT, B. Lipase loop, C. LNG20, D. CU7, and the answer is B. Lipase loop. Sixth question, which of the following characters was not chosen by Mendel? Options are A. Pod shape, B. Pod color, C. Location of the flower, D. Location of pod, and the answer is C. Location of the flower. Here is the seventh question. Histone proteins are. Options are A. Basic negatively charged, B. Basic positively charged, C. Acidic negatively charged, D. Acidic positively charged, and the answer is B. Basic positively charged. Here is the eighth question. The brain capacity of Homo erectus was about A. 650 cc, B. 900 cc, 1500 cc, D. 1400 cc, and the answer is B. 900 cc. Here is the ninth question. The primary treatment of waste water involves the removal of. Options are A. Dissolved impurities, B. Stable particles, C. Toxic substances, D. Harmful bacteria, and the answer is B. Stable particles. Here is the 10th question. Vaccine against poliovirus is an example of. Options are autoimmunization, B. Passive immunization, C. Active immunization, D. Simple immunization, and the answer is A. Autoimmunization. 11th question is, bioactive molecule statins produced by. Options are A. Bacteria, B. Yeast, C. Virus, D. Protozoa, and the answer is B. Yeast. 12th question. The interspecific interaction in which one partner is benefited and the other is neutral is called A. Amensalism, B. Mutation, C. Completion, and D. Commensalism. And the answer is D. Commensalism. 13th question. The phenomenon of industrial manalism demonstrated. Options are A. Geographical isolation, B. Reproductive isolation, C. Natural selection, D. Induced mutation. And the answer is C. Natural selection. 14th question. Which of the following has 23 chromosomes? A. Spermatogonia, B. Zygote, C. Secondary oocyte, D. Oogonia. And the answer is secondary oocyte. 15th question. Which group of vertebrates comprises the highest number of endangered species? Options are A. Fishes, B. Reptiles, C. Birds, D. Mammals. And the answer is D. Mammals. Moving on to the main second question, fill in the blanks by choosing the appropriate words from the chosen given below. And the options are Allen's rule, PCR, corona radiata, lichens, autoimmune. Here is the 16th question. Rheumatoid arthritis is dash disease, and the answer is autoimmune. 17. Which of the following is a pioneer species in genetic succession? Is lichens. 18. The technique that serves the purpose of early diagnosis is PCR. 19. Animal from colder climates generally have shorter limbs. This is called Allen's rule. 20. Immediately after ovulation, the mammalian egg is covered by a membrane known as corona radiata. Next, moving on to the part B session, main third bit. Answer any 5 of the following questions in 3 to 5 sentences each where applicable. Here is a 21st question. Name the techniques used in artificial hybridization. These are the 2 techniques used in artificial hybridization are first emasculation and the second is bagging. 22nd question is distinguish between menstrual cycle and estrous cycle. Here is the difference occurs in female primates and non-primates. Bleeding appears, no bleeding appears. Do not exhibit sexual urge, exhibit sexual urge. Occurs in continuous bleeders, occurs in seasonal breeders. 23 question is draw a neat label diagram of pollen grain. Here is a schematic representation of pollen grain. Moving on to the next question, 24. What is point mutation? Give example. And the answer is when the mutation occurs at gene level is called gene mutation or point mutation. It happens due to change in the nucleotide sequence of a gene molecule. And here is the example in defective hemoglobin. 25th question. Expand the terms ICSI and GZIFT. And the answer is intracytoplasmic sperm injection, zygote intrafallopian transfer. 26th question. What are the techniques used to detect cancer? And the techniques are biopsy and histopathological study of tissue, radiography like X-rays, CT, MRI, presence of antibodies against cancer specific antigen. Here is the 27th question. Write any 4 symptoms of Down syndrome. They are short saturated with small round hands, broad flat face, rounded wing, tongue and partially open mouth, many loops on fingertips, congenital heart diseases. 28th question. What are the homologous organs? Given examples. And the answer is the organs whose structure or origin is same but functionally different are called as homologous organs. Example, the forelimb of whales or bats. Next part is C and the main question is 4th. Answer any 5 of the following in about 40 to 80 sentences whenever applicable. Here is a 29th question. Briefly explain any three prevention and control measures of drug and alcohol abuse. Here is the first one, avoiding undue peer pressure. Here is the explanation, and B is education and counseling. Here is the explanation. C, seeking help from the parents and peer. You can refer this explanation. Next, 30th question is draw an neat label diagram of LS of flower. Here is the schematic representation of a LS of flower. Question schematically represents oogenesis. Here is a representation of oogenesis. Question is write the schematic structure of transcription unit and label the parts. Here is the diagram of transcription unit. You have to observe main, promoter and terminator and coding strand. Next, 33 question is name the organisms that produce citric acid, acetic acid and butyric acid. Here is the answers. Citric acid is Aspergillus niger and acetic acid is Azotobacteria aceti. Third, butyric acid is Clostridium botulicum. Here is the 34th question. Mention any three examples of ex situ conservation. Here are the examples are zoological park, botanical garden, wildlife safari. 36th question. What are the lymphoid organs? Mention the types of which with one example is. Answer is lymphoid organs are the organs where the origin and maturation and provalization of lymphoid occurs is called as lymphoid organs. Here are the types are primary lymphoid organs and secondary lymphoid organs, and their examples are bone marrow and the thymus, and example spleen and lymph nodes. Here is the explanation. '35 question is draw a neat label diagram of CLSL Miller's experiment. Here is the diagram. Moving next, part D. Main fifth question. Answer any three of the following questions in about 200 to 250 words, each wherever applicable. Here is the 37th question. Explain the inheritance of one gene with respect to height in garden pea plant. And the answer is the factors alleles of a pair segregate from other without blending such that a gamete receives only one of the two factors, as also called as monohybrid cross. Here is the monohybrid cross. Phenotypic ratio is 3:1. Genotypic ratio is 1:2:1. Thirty-eighth question. Write the steps involved in DNA fingerprinting technique, and the answer is collection of samples, extraction of DNA, separation of DNA fragments, extraction of DNA fragments, and tagging. Here is the explanation you can refer. Ninth question. Explain the primary and secondary treatment stages of sewage treatment. Primary treatment is also called as physical treatment, and secondary treatment is also called as biological treatment. Here is the complete explanation. Fortieth question is draw a neat label diagram of sectional view of female reproductive system. Here is the diagram. Forty-one question. Explain the life cycle of Plasmodium vivax. Here is a complete cycle about Plasmodium vivax. 42 question is enumerate the silent features of HGP, and the features are the human genome contains 316.4.7 million nucleotide bases. The average gene consists of 3000 bases. The largest known human gene is estimated human gene is being downstream at 2.4 m bases. The total number of gene is estimated at 30,000. 99.9% nucleotide bases sequence are same in all people. The function of 50% gene is discovered is unknown. Less than 2% of the genome codes for the proteins. Here is the last bit. Sixth main question is answer any two of the following question in about 200 to 250 words each wherever applicable. Here is the 43 question. One of the applicable of biotechnology is the production of insect resistant crop. Justify the statement with reference to the Bt cotton. Here this question is not direct. Indirect question is and the explanation appeared in the question. Here is the complete explanation of Bt cotton. 44th question is explain the role of household products, and the household products are what we can use day by day in our daily life. Here are first is curd, idli dosa, yogurt, Swiss cheese, Roquefort cheese, baker yeast, toddy and soya bean. 45th question is describe the lac operant concept on carbohydrate metabolism. Here, Jacob and Monod in 1961 has explained the lac operant concept, where switch off and switch on mechanism has been represented where lactose molecule are absent, DNA switch off, where lactose molecule are absent, DNA switch off or switch on regulator gene produces a protein. Here is the complete explanation with the diagram schematic representation. For 46th question in this A is write any 4 tools used in recombinant technology. Here is the answer: enzymes, restriction nucleases, DNA ligase, and the second is cloning, host cells and bioreactor. B question is mention the two methods of introducing alien DNA into host cells. The two methods of introducing alien DNA host cells are heat shock treatment and microinjection. Here is a C question. Name the use to visualize the DNA fragments in gel electrophoresis. And the answer is ethylene bromide. 47th question is name the disease caused by the following organisms. Here is the first one. Entamoeba histolytica is amoebiasis. Second, rhinovirus is common cold. C. Mycosporium trichophyton is ringworm disease. Fourth, plasmodium is malaria. Fifth, salmonella typhi is typhoid.